What's up, everyone? This is BigPowner, and I am trying to craft a really good energy shield belt. I'm going to be using the crystal belt for this. Um, we are going to be using the Crusader's Exalted Orb because the Crusader has the best stuff for the Archmage build. It has obviously lightning damage, increased critical strike chance against shocked enemies. The big thing we're going for is percentage increased maximum energy shield. There's also a bunch of other good stuff on there. Number percent increased energy shield recovery rate, increased spell damage during any flask, increased cooldown recovery speed. There's other good stuff on it. Basically, that influence is the best. Um, I'm not electing to do a dual influence because the other influences, if the initial slam doesn't go well, then there's going to be a bunch of mods that are going to make it harder to get a desirable belt. I do have a pretty nice one as it is, so I need something really good to upgrade from there. Um, I have gotten a item level 85. The reason why I have not just bought a crystal belt that is already Crusader influenced is because it would cost me more to buy any item level 84 crystal belt on the market by at least half an exalt. I don't even know if that one's actually for sale. But the Crusader's orb right now is like 10 chaos over 2 exalts. And the cheapest one of the crystal belt with the Crusader influence, it's item level 84. We want item level 84 so that we can get all of the best mods. The cooldown recovery is at 84. Obviously, all of the resistances are at 84. Um, 85 is going to give you the chance for tier 1% increased strength. Tier 1 increased flash charges gained. We could go for an 86 for increased armor. We and for tier 1 increased elemental damage with attack skills. However, for the Archmage, neither one of these do anything for us, so I've gone for the 85. I don't want those two mods. Those two mods are bad for the build. I'm not stacking armor, and increased elemental damage with attack skills is not desirable. It would be a bad stat on it, so getting an 86 just adds stuff to it that is not going to be good for the build. This is a great example of the idea that always get the highest base. You don't want to get the highest base. You want to get the base that is high enough to allow you to get all of the mods that you want. And say all the mods I want are at item level 80 and everything above that is just going to be crap, then I want an item level 80 because that is going to prevent me from having a bunch more mods that I don't want in the pool. So I have selected an item level 85. I've got the implicit on this max rolled. I haven't qualified it, but obviously if I wind up with something that's going to be usable, I'm going to do that. So that would be kind of like the final step if I get it to that point, but I haven't taken the time to buy those, and I use those a lot, so um, I'm not going to do that. Also, the other reason is I could wind up with something like triple resistances on the bottom, and then maybe the belt will be really valuable as it is, maybe for a different build. And if I've taken and put in the defense catalyst on there before knowing what my belt actually is going to be, I could wind up having to recatalyst it to give it the best value, or if I'm going to sell it, I might not even want to do that. So I might not wind up with a completed product. I do have 40 rolls. The main things I'm going for is high energy shield the um, with the influence percentage energy shield. So I don't have something that I'm trying to slam it on there with. I am kind of going to be hoping for multiple influence mods because there's a bunch of stuff on there that's good for me. For this video, I'm going to do 40 tries or less if I wind up getting lucky. But then it'll be a continued project if I don't wind up with the results that I want at that point. But I wanted to talk you guys through the steps, so if you decide you want to do something like this, you'll know how to do it. like I've said, the reason why I'm making the influence myself is because it's cheaper to do. You should always check prices on things like that when you're going to use influence bases. If you can buy the influence on the base already, obviously that's going to be the best deal. Obviously, if I could buy something with all the stats that I want for, guarantee everything that I want, um, for a reasonable price, I would do that also. However, I looked at the market and, even going up over 10 exalts, the stuff that's on the market is complete garbage. Like, I didn't see a single belt that was less than 10 exalts that was better than what I'm already wearing, which is kind of sad. My belt is pretty good, but it's not that good. Um, it's definitely not that good. So just unreasonable prices being asked on the market for anything that's good. Um, and something that's really amazing, I wasn't able to find even for, much higher prices. So I'm at a place where I'm going to craft. So we're going to go ahead and start it. Got the Crusader influence. Like I said, I explained why I'm going to be using that. So this would have been, even if I had good stuff on it, it's, tier 2 energy shield recovery. I'm going to go ahead and start rolling it. Nothing good there. Um, Nothing good there. We need a combination of good things. So we got tier 2. We have a couple good mods on here, but we have a low energy shield, and it's tier 2 Crusaders. Increased flask effect duration, that wouldn't be bad. Like the bottom's not bad, but it's not nice enough for what I'm looking for. I can't influence slam it now, so these 4 stats with a crafted staff would have to be so good that, I'm gonna accept whatever I get with my exalted orb slam. It is nice that it has the tier 1 resistance, but low energy shield, and it's just not worth keeping. So I'm gonna keep going. Tier 3 energy shield armor. We got a nice energy shield roll tier 2, but once again, the other stuff that's on it just isn't good enough to warrant keeping it. I could wind up trying to beastcraft this. I'm not going to, because then I have a 4 stat. I don't really want the increased stun duration, and it's a tier 2 stat and a tier 3 stat. Not okay. So yeah, 2 stats again. Better. We have the tier 2 energy shield, tier 1 max energy shield, but I've got a shitty armor roll on it. I really don't want. Stun duration, don't really want that. We're gonna keep going. Okay, that's just complete garbage. Um, None of the influence mods. Energy shield recovery, that's nice. Everything else on it's garbage though. Uh, just bunch of garbage. Bunch of garbage, just a lot of low rolls. So we're gonna go into the next set. The reason why I didn't just do 40 of these is because, I don't, if I do wind up hitting it at 20, I don't want 20 more of these uh, sitting in my inventory. I could obviously use them for something else, but I would rather be able to just put them back into my Delve tab. I already have a ton of just crap all over my inventories already. I don't need to add 20 more spaces or 30 more spaces or whatever. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be a bad situation to be in, because that would mean I wound up hitting something I wanted, um, and had leftovers. So here we have cooldown recovery, reduced flash charges, increased shield recovery with lightning damage. But I have a bad energy shield roll. It says that this is worth quite a bit, but I just don't think it's that good. I'm really looking for something that I want. It is triple Crusader, triple tier 2. It's not really what I want though. I'm gonna keep rolling. It's estimated price like 4 to 6 exalt. I could have sold it and started over, but I really don't want to. Plus, I mean, I think most people are probably looking for the stuff that I'm looking for, or they should be. So, okay. Hmm. Perfect strength roll. But it's got bad armor, bad energy shield. I'm gonna have to keep rolling. The reason why I like the strength roll is because I'm using... Ooh. So this might be a Beastcraft moment, because I have tier 2 max energy shield, tier 2 percent energy shield, um, increased flash charge gain. The increased stun and block recovery isn't really anything. The armor's the worst thing. I think I'm going to see what this winds up doing.
Welcome.
Because if I max roll this and I can open up that top slot, then I can craft on dual mod percent. If I get something good on the bottom, this is probably going to be a keeper. Um, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens with it. I'm looking for something really nice. Once again, as it is, I could sell this and make profit, but it's not something I would actually use. So I'm gonna add a suffix, remove a prefix. Obviously, we're hoping that I remove that six armor. I'm hoping that I get like the increased cooldown recovery speed, or increased shield recovery would be best. Increased spell damage would also be good. Oh wait.
My mana is spent.
Add a suffix.
The first ones are watching survival. Don't disappoint them. You are truly a survivor.
Oh no. So yeah, I removed one of the good mods. It came out as a pretty decent roll on strength, but obviously it removed one of the things I wanted to keep. I'm not super devastated because it wasn't like ideal for me. Oh, we got one more here. Okay, we got tier 1, but this would have to be like hitting 2. I would have to hit 2. I do have 2 tier 1 Crusader mods. This might be like a back and forth type thing though. It's just two bad mods, and then I'm gonna have to influence slam it. I'm gonna keep rolling. Too long of a shot on that one. You also have to think, buying these in larger quantity, about 3 chaos per resonator, and only like 1 chaos per per fossil. So I'm talking about like 4 chaos per try, and the beasts are costing me 20, so it's like 5 tries, and with this, at minimum, I'd have to hit 2 in a row. So that's, what, 10 tries? And the probability of that coming out as something good is not very high. So, okay, nothing good. I mean, it has energy shield. That's garbage. That's garbage. And that's garbage. Okay. Ooh. that that's got a lot of good stuff on it, but it's got mediocre. It's got a good lightning resistance, increased flask mana recovery rate, which would be useful. Increased spell damage tier 1, increased energy shield recovery rate, um, but it's got bad armor. I'm gonna go with the long shot on this and go with this. And I didn't hit it, so I'm gonna keep rolling. Um, yeah, I'm gonna keep rolling. Okay, here we go. Um, that is pretty nice. This might be something I can't roll over because I have the tier 2 max energy shield. I have a nice lightning resistance. I have a decent strength roll. So two tier 1s. The worst thing honestly is the armor. Um, this I don't think I can roll over. Um, Probably like 10 exalts is what I can sell it for. So at this point, I've gotten something that's valuable enough that I can't really roll over it. Honestly, I can probably sell this for more based on what I've seen in the 10 range, the 10 exalt range. Also, the defense modifier is going to buff up the increased max shield to 14%, and it's going to buff up the increased energy shield recovery if I perfect roll it to 24%. So this is a pretty nice roll, um, and it actually will work in my build. I'll only be losing, um, I will be losing mana. That's unfortunate. Um, I mean, maybe I'll take a ballsy move on this at a later time. I'm gonna have to think about it. Um, I think it's good enough though that I can't really mess with it because I know that I can make enough to buy another one, buy everything that I bought, and still have came out with quite a bit of extra currency, which gives me more chances to create another one. This is a pretty dope roll, and as it is, particularly for my build, this is actually a really good roll because my lowest defense is my lightning, which I need higher. Um, so, and I still have to fix my 65. So this will actually add quite a bit of energy shield once I quality it, and then I also have the recovery. Um, so it is pretty good. I'm kind of moving around all my stuff, but I need to have my lightning resistance higher, and I plan on switching out these, so I need more um, lightning resistance somewhere, and I have some slots where I can transfer around to fix my resistances. So this is going to wind up being a keeper for me. Once again, that's the reason why I didn't want to take and roll every single one of these. I don't know if I'll wind up keeping this as my belt or if I will just quality this and sell it, or if I'll just sell it as is. Um, it's pretty nice. Compared to like what I said, the stuff on the market, I think it's safe to say I can easily make a good chunk of currency. So I'm not going to continue. Um, but this was a good result for me. That doesn't happen a lot. So I'm happy, even if it's not the ideal thing that I wanted. I'm happy that I made some currency at the very least if I decide to sell this. So thanks for watching. Hope this helps you to upgrade your gear if you're looking for some stronger gear on your Archmage build. Thanks for watching. Peace.